Hi, Yvonne here. Welcome to my craft room. Make this fun card, mystery card. It looks pretty simple, right? Looks like a W fold. You close it and you can open it up. Now, how cool is that? Right? Okay, so let's get started. This is a slimline card. So this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet that you're going to start off with. And I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to score this at 5.5, which is basically in half. And then I'm going to score it 3 inches from each end. So I'm 3 inches. And then turn it around and do 3 inches again. Okay, so here's your card fold. You're going to fold it in half at the score lines. And then fold this at this score. Oops, I'm just going to move this out of the way for a moment here. And then do the same this side. Okay, now take this and fold this so that you can see this score line. Okay, and then with your cutter, with your trimmer, I'm going to start at the top. And I'm going to cut down to this score line every 1 inch. So I have to stand up to do this. So I'm going to see there's the 2.5 inch there. So you're going to go down right to that score line and stop. And make sure you get, because you're going through 2 layers of cardstock, you want to make sure you get it. So now I'm going to go 2 inches. Just going to check here, make sure I'm definitely straight. Do the same thing. Right down, back, 3 inches. Four inches. Make sure I'm still straight. Five inches. Six inches. And my grid sheet is sliding around on me, which is not helping, is it? And bring this down so you can see it. And 7 inches. Now this leaves 1.5 inches at the bottom, but I kind of like that because it's not too flimsy. Then you've got a nice base to that. Okay, so then you want to just check with your scissors that you've cut all the way through, right to that line. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to fold it like this. Fold this one over. Right, okay, so now I'm ready for the 2 insert pieces. You have to cut, and I'm going to use Very Vanilla for this. I think this is an 8.5, but just let me just check. Yes, it is. Okay, so we need 2 pieces. And because this is 2.5, You just want to cut a little less than 2 inches. Let me see if I can get in closer here. Without tipping everything. So this is 2.5. So I'm going to go, if you count that, that would be 8/16, right? So I'm just going to go at 7/16. I'm just going to and it's because I want these pieces to slide in. I'm just going to make sure this is good and straight. But I don't want it to fall out. And if it's exactly 2.5 inches, you just won't be able to get it through the pieces. So that I'm going to do that again. 7/16. Okay. Put that aside for a little bit here. Your card. And there is no magic way to do this. So you're going to slide this one piece. And I hope this works. So it should be just a little narrower. Coming through here. I'm going to take the sheet. I have to tape the sheet down here just a sec. It's just driving me crazy or keep sliding around. Hopefully that holds it better. Okay. So take this piece and, oh, I see what's happening. It's catching on there on that. Okay. I'm just going to slide that through. And if this gets a little crooked on you, you'll find that the paper won't go through. So you have to just be gentle with it at this. This is kind of the finicky part, right? Without bending your cardstock or tearing it, feed these pieces through. Without it catching on the other one. This is the hardest part of this card. It's so darn cute when it's all done. And we'll just slide this one through. You see what I'm doing here? I'm just trying to keep these straight. Because I don't want it to tear. First card I made, I was a little rambunctious with this part, a little impatient, and I tore it terribly. It was a disaster. So, first time you do it, if it gets all wrinkled out, you know, the card bent on you, do not despair. Been there, done that. Okay. Come on. Just being a little tricky on me. Whoops, just about bent that. Yeah, there we go. It's just catching on that other. Okay. All right, so you just want to line this up, top and bottom, so it's a nice snug Okay. Marvelous. Bring it out to the edge a bit. So it's a nice snug fit. Okay, and then with this piece, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to slide this one through. And I'm not sure why the second one's a little harder. Maybe it's just because of the density of you've got so much paper happening at that fold line. Makes it a little more restricting for the paper. Come on. not really. Oh, I see. I'm just a little bit. There we go. And this is the reason why you want to, when you're doing this, don't lay it open to cut it. You actually want this folded when you cut it through the 2 layers, because if you don't have these lined up perfectly, your card's not going to work. This is an origami type fold. It's one of those magical cards. And come on. Kind of go like this with it, and it kind of helps it find its way. Okay, I'm going to get the last one. I saw this card, this idea from Claire from the UK, and she calls it a secret card. I've seen it called a mystery card, an origami card. So, you know, everybody has a different name for it. So if you're not sure what you're looking for, that's it. Look for any one of those names and you'll find it. Okay, so make sure that you're lined up there. Give it a nice fold. And then just check it. It should, like so. I think I'm still recording, but my phone, my remote has froze up, so I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to continue on. I just can't see what I'm doing, that's all. Okay. So now at this point, before, don't put your panels on or anything. Stamp this first, because you don't want those extra folds while you're stamping. So I'm going to use, in your words, I'm going to use this stamp here called Hope This Card Makes You Smile. A piece of vanilla, very, very vanilla. And Pear Pizzazz. And I'm going to stamp a bit of background. Ooh, my fingernails on that one. Ooh. With a bit of Flirty Flamingo. And I'm just going to stamp this off a couple of times so it's not quite too bright. Just to put some fun on it. It's from the Hello Beautiful Stamps die set, and I've cut out a piece of this. This die has got this neat circle, and I've cut out this. Okay, and then when I stamped this, I took a little bit of Bermuda Bay. You know me, I love lots of color, and I just stamped. This is from the same set. This is these neat little, these things. I don't know what they are, but I just put these in here for fun. Okay. Die here and cut it out of this Hello Beautiful stamp set. So I have this. This is for the front. Okay, got that done. Now for the inside panels, I'm going to use. What did I put here? I have something for you, and I used the stamp set. Here it is, Special Moments. And it says you're holding it, which is okay. Then I'm going to take a Hello Scribble. Hello Beautiful. It's got this cute scribble mark right here. Make it nice and colorful. And then on this side, I'm going to stamp. What did I put there? I mean, you can mix this up any way you want. You know, I don't know. That's kind of globby. Let's try that. Okay. And then I think I'll do the happy birthday. And this happy birthday in this stamp set is a little big. I've seen in my other card I had a little bit of trouble with it. So I'm going to use the happy birthday from this stamp set, from In Your Words. This one here, it's a little smaller. I'll put this happy birthday right here. Right on. Okay, and then on, when you open it this way, I'm going to put, let me just look at my other one so I can remember what I put. Okay, and I'm going to, oh boy, I've got smeared that too. Well, I'm going to continue on so you can see how to stamp the rest of this. Do this. For the inside, you need 2 3/4 by 8 1/4. Okay. So we'll put a bit of Tombow on these. And yeah, I like that pattern this way. Sometimes if you look at your paper, you gotta check the direction of the print on it. Okay, and this one. Straighten that a bit. There we go. Okay, so for the front of this, make sure you do this right. This is the front, right? Yeah, I guess that works. Okay, and then for the base of it, I used a 2 3/4 by 3 inch. And there's just a bit of space between there I left on purpose. Just because. Okay. And then I'm going to put this on. And then I think I'll put these on with some dimensionals. And take the backing off here. Now you could decorate to put some bows on there. You could do all, oh, it came right off the, okay. Didn't like that one. The backing is, the backing to it. You get to the edge, sometimes they accidentally get pulled off when you're doing that. But I don't like to throw things away, so. Okay, so maybe I would have done this a little lighter, but put some ephemera on that. Decorate this however you like with the bow or whatever. Isn't that cute? So there you go. So when you open it like this, and you've got room to sign down here, or you close this and you open up in there. And you can write fun things in here if you wanted to as well. Oh, look, my ink smeared there. Okay. Well, you know how it goes, right? Nothing like a homemade card. It's handmade. All these things happen. Anyways, I just think this is a really cute card. You could use this for a man's card, any kind of card, because it really is kind of a special card. So, hope you give this a try. And if all of the dimensions and the material that I used will be in the description down below. So, happy stamping. Thanks for coming by. Bye now.